Hello, and welcome to the entrance to Leyndell. It's pretty, understated, because it's a side entrance, but it's time to get in here and explore, because there's a lot to do here. There's two bosses, one of which is pretty weird, the other of which is kind of rough sometimes. And there's a lot of enemies that are kind of annoying here. Well, actually, if you include the sewers, there's more than two bosses, but into the town, into the city I go. I changed up my equipment with the hammer, because this shield, I was like, oh, what shields have passive effects that are useful? Because I'm not using a shield as a shield, and I'm not using the buff from the shield for this weapon, because it actually has strength scaling, unlike the Moonlight Greatsword that has pretty mediocre to non-existent strength scaling. Yeah, it's pretty mediocre strength scaling. So getting a little extra from two-handing it's not that important. Whereas this weapon still gets pretty good strength scaling, so it gets an actual benefit. I don't actually think it's an optimal weapon setup, I just kind of like it. Cold brick hammer. Pretty fun. Yeah. They don't deserve to be killed. They didn't do anything wrong, probably. And this is the first view of the capital. Pretty good. The big roots that don't really make sense, because where are those specific roots coming from? And then I think there's nothing down here. I think it's all just a pit of death. Ah. Classic. Seeing someone jump to their death. Not them. Not them. Are they about to jump to their death? Or are they going to try to jump to there? It's always fun. You always have to respect the attempt, you know? You always have to respect it. I'm really curious as to whether that's just a common setup, or if there's some sort of like they're coincidentally playing through the game at the same rate as I am. I assume it's mostly that the helmet and cape are just commonly used, alongside the Bloodhound Blade as being super common. Now, if that isn't a bleed build, I don't know what is. With the, like, washing pole or whatever. Rivers of Blood, maybe, instead of the washing pole? Not sure. I haven't actually done a dex / arcane bleed based run in this, because it's kind of doesn't. It seems really fun, but kind of bursty.
For bringing me to the base of the Erd Tree. Here, I can govern my own movement, and thus, the accord is fulfilled. I shall depart to ascertain the purpose I was given. Farewell. I shall leave Torrent, and the power to turn runes into strength. Here, with you, I wish you luck in realizing your ambition. You have fought long and hard. I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
Okay, bye-bye. I'll see you again soon. Oh, it's Bok. Hey, how you doing?
Bok, the seamster, ready to make a... Master, did you see it? The Erd Tree.
You can see the Erd Tree from everywhere, but...
Oh, I don't really have the words for this, but I was so dazzled. I felt something stir in my breast. The Erd Tree is waiting for you, Master. I know it, I do. I feel it in my bones.
I do like Bok. Yeah, I don't need anything. I'm just here to give you a little bit of a chat, talking with you for a bit. I love this area. It is... I think it's the last really good area. Like, other areas are pretty good, like the Halig Tree is kind of fun. But I think this is the last area where it's like, you really want to explore, at least for me. Because like, once you get into the ice field, the giants area, all that stuff, it just kind of feels like, okay, just want to get this done, want to get what I need and get out. But here, it at least on the first playthrough for me, it was like, okay, this is fun to look around, try to find every little thing. I missed a lot, I guarantee it, but the like feeling of trying to find stuff was still present at this point in the game. There's ways to like drop down here, I think. I'm not gonna even try, because that's kind of not how I play these games, but it's kind of weird. Because these are like, they aren't human, but they are humanoid-ish. So collecting flesh from them seems kind of weird. Though like, it's mostly that they have like human-ish arms. And like for the same reason, I think the arms are part of what makes it weird to me. Like, it's a weird topic, but like different animals, eating different animals. There's some where I would be against it for, I don't know, practical-ish reasons, like dogs, cats, etc. They're carnivores. So there's a certain element of like inefficiency, because like herbivores eat plants. What a fun enemy. And there's something about like eating something that eats other stuff. I believe there's some, it's why there's issues with eating like fish that are high up on the food chain. Because if it's high enough on the food chain, it eats a lot of fish. And then if those fish eat a lot of fish, and then the fish all the way down have mercury from whatever, like whether it's stuff that's been leached into the ocean, I'm not sure. But mercury is an issue in like fish that are high on the totem pole. Because it's oh, there's a word for it. Oh, I can't remember the word. But it's basically, it collects bioaccumulation? That doesn't seem right. Bioaccumulation does not feel like it's the right word. Bioaccumulation is... Yes, it is bioaccumulation. Bioaccumulation is the gradual accumulation of substances such as pesticides or other chemicals in an organism. Aquatic. Fish are typically assessed. Bioconcentration? No, I don't think bioaccumulation is what I'm thinking of. I think bioaccumulation is just the individual itself accumulating it, as opposed to how it gets concentrated with each level up it goes. Because... Oh no, it is. Yeah, aquatic examples from the Wikipedia. Coastal fish such as smooth toadfish and seabirds. Are seabirds a type of fish? No. I guess it's just separate aquatic examples. I'm just dumb. Are often, so coastal fish and seabirds are monitored for heavy metal bioaccumulation. Methyl mercury gets into freshwater systems through industrial emissions and rain. As its concentration increases up the food web, it can reach dangerous levels for both fish and the humans who rely on fish as a food source. And then bioconcentration and bioaccumulation. Because it's basically the case that, like, mercury doesn't get processed, so it just builds up in the body of the fish, I believe, something like that. And then anything that eats it gets mercury in it. It eats more. It accumulates mercury in its body, bloodstream, all that. Which then leads anything that eats that gets its mercury and it all accumulates, and then that's why you have to be careful when you eat canned fish, partially. It's not the only reason, there's other reasons for sure, but like basically anything high on the food chain you have to be careful about. Because mercury and stuff in rivers is more easily, the intake is easier, I guess, for fish than it would be for like a lion. Oh, yes, another seed bed. Creepy. I like the music here. I don't like how dark it is. I fixed it. I want to go down first. I should be not lost, though. But I'm just kind of thinking. I don't know what I'm doing. I think part of what Leyndell felt like, okay, it's worth exploring, but I think it also had the issue of being kind of confusing. Like there's a lot of streets and alleys, so it's easier to feel lost. And I think after going through that, that's Leyndell's part of why I stopped being as focused on trying to explore as much as I could by the time I got to the giant area. Wood. Backstab. Got him. Got him. The frostbite I think is kind of nice. Ah, yes, that's the area down here. What? Oh yeah, because the frostbite on the guy's corpse wore off? Whoop. Can't touch me. I'm really glad that I can actually hide behind a pillar for that attack. Oh, that was kind of rough. I got hit by a bop 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 and an explosion at the same time. But oh, I really don't like modern dieting garbage fad diets. Because I'm pretty sure there's some sort of negative to eating like carnivorous animals. It could just be that if you were to farm them, it would be tremendously inefficient. That might be the biggest issue from like a sustainability perspective. But trying to search about eating, if you have the word carnivore, it just instantly goes to like carnivore diets, which is people eating only meat, which is a bad idea. I missed. Like it's, if it weren't for the, I'm gonna call it a fad diet. Like, if it wasn't a fad diet, I don't know why I healed there. I have a ton of regen. If it weren't for the fad diet, I might actually be able to search what I'm trying to search. But because of the fad diet, I can't. Without spending more time than I can while I'm actively playing Elden Ring. Kind of hard to research it while I'm trying to actually still play this. Where did you come from? Where did they come from? Whoop. Oh yeah. Rude. There's the frost proc that I was hoping for to happen a little bit sooner. I could wait for the regen, but I need to kill these guys in here. Look at that. That guy didn't die. Weird. I was certain he would die before the perfumer. Hello. What'd you like to order? Whoa. Got him from the top rope. Oh, shield broke twice in a row. And I think there's nothing here. Good. That's a creepy statue. Anyway, I'm back here. Now I just need to go outside. And go to the right. And get some light. And I guess backstab this guy. Those glowing things just glowing last second. Hopefully he doesn't aggro too quick. Perfect. I missed. I do like the speed of the hammer, actually. It's... Oh, I thought he was about to lightning strike me. The hammer swings decently quick, and I'm happy with it. Somewhere in the capital, there's a deathbed companion thing. I think that joke is a little overdone. Because it's not as kind of... It's not that the dog joke is very funny. It's not that it's super creative, but it's more interesting than, oh, you don't have the right... You don't have the right... Oh, you don't have the right... You don't have the right... Spam. Okay, here's where it gets... much more disorienting. Rude. I wonder if you could play the game entirely looking down like this. It would probably be... Oh, that delay. It would probably not be fun to even try. If it was even possible. I wonder if I should try getting like a weird setup with like like dual wield but only swinging one at a time between like a bleed and another weapon, like between bleed and fire probably. Is this dogs? Oh, I can't one-shot the dogs. I can two-shot the weaker dogs. Whoop. That was kind of funky. This door is not sealed. It's locked, but it's not sealed. This is where there's an Erd Tree avatar, right? I'll give it one go with this setup before I decide to, if I want to just use the better weapon. I hate this attack. It's genuinely my least favorite type of attack in every series, like where they just have a bunch of things floating that shoot at you. This is fine though. Oh, that was lucky. Got him. That went well. Will it give me items that I actually care about? Nope. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a lot of runes, but it's not an item I care about. My first playthrough, I only encountered this after going across the rooftops. Like, I went all the way across the rooftops to get here, which has a very different feel compared to the route that I ended up taking this time. Is this... Okay, so I'm here. If I face this direction, this is north, so this is this area. Okay, that's where I'll explore now. What do I want to do? Oh, it's this guy. I hate this guy. He's not my friend. Oh, I forgot I was like, oh, I was thinking about it, but yeah, this guy can't be. I couldn't remember. My memory was that he was hard to backstab, not completely impossible to backstab. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Not in range. Got him. That was pretty quick. Nothing. Nothing. Just a bunch of runes. 5 hero rune. No, level 5 hero rune. Interesting. Trees. And this is the shortcut. Because this will get me to that door that is to the right. Yeah, the door. I've got distracted. Apologies. Shouldn't be oops, wrong button. That was actually the first time in a while that I used the wrong, like, entirely wrong input for interacting with something, which is good. Back down. Oh, I had it on my knee. My controller's on my knee, but it vibrated because of, you know, you gotta have controller vibration, controller rumble, whatever they want to call it. It's so important when a elevator reaches the bottom, needs to shake and almost fall off your knee because you're sitting in a weird position that makes it easy to fall and almost fall on the floor. Why? I understand there's use cases for elevators that is preferable to stairs. They could have just put some stairs there, though. It would be a lot cheaper. Where am I? Okay. Oh, that's a little, like, cursed guy. Ooh. Am I where I think I might be? Am I near the, Yeah, I can get into part of the sewers there. Not the main sewers, but, like... So, yeah, I'm not quite at the sewer area. The sewer area might be on the other side there? I can't remember. It has been a while. Useless, because I'm not using bows much, but beyond anything like just tagging enemies, so it doesn't need to be a good bow, but that might be a good bow. I don't know if it's a good bow. I think I want to jump here and then kill this guy. Well, hey. Got him. I was talking about carnivorous animals and was complaining about how the carnivore diet makes it hard to search that really quickly. And then I didn't go back trying to search it. Like, there's something about carnivorous animals that makes them worse. as a food source. And like, there's the obvious element of, you know, you don't want to eat a pet dog type thing, but... Oh, there's a person there. But I'm pretty sure there is like actual additional reasons not to eat dogs and such. Even if it's just, it's unfeasible to like breed them for eating, because you'd feed them meat. To get the meat, you'd have to breed another animal, and so you might as well just use that animal as a food source, which is why it's not a good food source. Which is, it's kind of makes me think, it's like, India, I think Hinduism, I think is what you would call the, like, general thing. I'm not knowledgeable about Hinduism. Like, they believe strongly in cows being sacred, so there's a lot of cows that are just there because they can't kill them. But they don't actually have any use for too many, like, excess male cows are useless. Which adds a lot of stuff. There's a lot of weird... I'm not going to get into it because I'm not knowledgeable, but there's a lot of odd, like, medical beliefs. Everywhere has odd medical beliefs. But there are odd medical beliefs that some people hold that pertain to cows and their byproducts, which are pretty wild. Like, everywhere has their own weird beliefs, so it's not much weirder than a lot of them. Some of it might be more detrimental than some, but like some are worse than others, but it all stems... I shouldn't have healed, that was a waste. It all stems from historic attempts at solving issues. So at least, like, I mean, there's no basis, but there's like a reason for it to exist now, sort of, from like a maintaining tradition point of view, but rude. I mean, rude, and then smashing a bunch of bunch of non-threatening guys with a hammer is pretty hypocritical of me. Ooh. That works really well. Very happy with that. Will they let me sneak up on this guy? Whoop. I didn't mean to lock on. Oops. Got him. They're dead. You want to fight? You do. Rude. Why would you attack me? I've just murdered all your friends, that's it. Why would that make you attack me? Oh. Rude. I didn't do anything to you. More great arrows. Weird that those great arrows are the same ones you get from the giants. Considering the giants' arrows are significantly larger. I'm not going down yet. I'm exploring the surface world for now. think there's a grace up here, maybe? I've also kind of lost. I'm not lost, but like, I'm not doing a good job of keeping track of what I have actually explored at this point. So it's going to be a bit rough going back over that area that I just kind of rushed through. Only a bit, though. And if I don't die, nothing will respawn. And if I don't sit at a grace as well. I just have to locate a grace. I'm safe. Got him. I really do prefer how this game handles sneaking up on people to backstab them. Because you can actually rely on it instead of having to be like, okay, I have to get close enough to activate the backstab. It's like, if this is the enemy, it's like, okay, I have to activate the backstab like out here. But if I get to here, they'll notice me and turn around. But sometimes I feel like I need to be here to actually trigger the backstab. Whereas in this game, with, you know, the sneaking, you just sneak, you walk to here, you get the backstab. Maybe it's too reliable. I don't think it is personally, though. Okay, I think if I touch the grace and then leave, I can still teleport? Yes. Perfect. So, I think what I should do is go back where I came from. It'll be a bit of backtracking, obviously. But I think if I run back, I'll be able to basically locate living enemies to make sure I don't miss anything. Can I drop? I can drop. If I can make my way back from here. Which I can't, so that plan is pointless. Guess I'll just rest it here. If only, I mean, maybe I could have looked around more to find a way back that wouldn't require me to go through a grace, but as it is, might as well just not bother and just go back through later. Let's fight the gargoyle. It's not a gargoyle. I'm pretty sure they're called something else. Can't lock onto legs. Not what I want to be locked onto. Ooh. A little bit slow. That felt weird. And this guy's basically just a weaker version of the one in Caelid, right? I think they can't be frostbitten, huh? And this is such an awkward place to have an enemy. Like, look at this. I missed. You know what? I went the wrong way. It's just such an awkward place to fight. If he just hit me through the wall, I will complain about that. He might have. It's just such an awkward enemy to fight. I don't want to fight him with that anymore. Let's resort to the strong attack. Okay, that's rude. I just got up the stairs. That's rude. I love that he was able to push me up the stairs with that. Rude. Wrong running attack. Got him. Okay. And it's done. Back to a different weapon. Ooh, a halberd that I'm not going to use. Okay, wait. I came from here, this side, right? I'm one-handing, not two-handing. Rude. Who shoots the crossbow? What a rude guy. Oh, look at that giant spear. Up close. Could I jump down there? No, I would definitely die. Even with the cat ring, I would definitely die if I tried to jump down there. Cane sword. Doesn't have the same interest as the similar one in Bloodborne. Because there's no, like, trick weapons, right? It's possible that it has a Ash of War that pulls out a cool effect, though. And this opens a gate. Which maybe I don't want to do yet. I don't know. I also wanted to check. Where would the cane sword's right there? Yeah, it's just a sword. No point in that. No one needs just a sword. Is that everything? I think that is. So, continuing along for a bit. Beat up the trumpets. They're not trumpets, the horns. I think this will give me my next flask charge. Because I think I'm now at 4, but maybe I need 5. Oh no, I'm only at 3. Wow. I thought I had 1 before I found the 2 from the most recent tree location. What do I want to do? Do I go up here and fight the boss already? Or one of the bosses already? I mean, probably not with 1 charge. Let's just do it. It'll get a new grace. It shouldn't be too bad. I'll do a couple attempts maybe with this weapon. But I'm going to try to finish it this episode, so I only have like 10 minutes. So if I die like twice, I'll swap for sure. Boop. Smash. Womp. Smush. Smash. Nah, smite is not. Ooh, guardian garb full bloom. Not half bloom. Full bloom. I guess I'll just run past them, honestly. There's stuff around here that I should explore. I'm going to focus on the boss first. I can explore it more easily when I have the grace from here. So if I die, I can recover more quickly. I hate that they do this. Come on, do something, please. That was a bad roll. Jumping is optimal, but that was bad. Bad roll again. You should jump it, I know, but... Ooh, he can really spin. Again, bad roll. That just felt weird. Sorry, that was weird. I assume he's immune to frostbite because he's a phantom creature. mean, he still takes damage, but like, I don't think he can take the frostbite hit. It was a bad fight. It's been a while though. I don't feel bad. Does it make sense that he's immune to frostbite? Probably. That was super slow because my attack took forever to go. That wasn't even a good attempt so far. I need to scratch my eye. Well, not my eye, my eyelid. Bad roll. Bad roll because I didn't even roll. How did that miss? I was locked onto him and it didn't even hit him. Yeah, I don't have time to use that attack. There's no time to do the full attack, and I didn't even try to pick up my runes. It takes too long to use the Chilling Mist. Maybe there's probably attacks that he does that I could use it on, but for now it's probably in my best interest to just switch to the better weapon if I want to do this in the next few minutes. Right there, and right here. Oh, and I have the Blood Boil aromatic. I should use that. I mean, it really goes to show I don't even have the talisman equipped. Like, I don't even have the charge talisman equipped, and it did that much damage. Like, I'm actually so glad I did this before delaying. Like, if I had the charge talisman equipped, he would have taken, like, 20% more damage at least. And that's disgusting. I love it. But it's disgusting. What do I want to have equipped? I like the regen, and I'm not going to be using this right now until I go to get to another boss. It is kind of using it as a crutch to use a good weapon, but also that's kind of... It's part of the fun of the game is getting good weapons for me, so I don't feel bad using it against bosses. That was a bit too easy, though. And I didn't even have it full... The fact that it's that much damage even without the Godfrey icon is gross. I mean, that's a pretty easy boss if you have a lot of damage, but... Pretty sure there's nothing this way. Because, yeah, it's just an edge. So I'll treat this as a line. I won't go further past this, and I'll work my way back for a while. Next time. I'll do this little bit today, though. I'll go out, jump here, see what's here. I don't think there's a lot, so it should be pretty quick. Yeah. Oops. It's sort of the nature of the game, though. Like... It's definitely an easy enough game if you use every single thing that you could have at your disposal. It's definitely an easy game. Like, I bet if I used the... where is it? Is it further up? I don't use consumables as much as I should. Like this, I think just boosts your damage effectively. I don't know how exactly it works. I don't use items. Like, it boosts your damage. If I had that, if I had the charge thing, I might have, like, 4-shot him, might have 3-shot him. It would have been even quicker. Which is sort of... And that's not even, like, an optimal setup. You can have stuff I could lower my HP to a certain threshold, find the talisman that gives me extra damage when I'm low HP. I could do all that, and I could probably, like, easily 3-shot that boss. Maybe even 2-shot him with enough, even with just that Moonlight Greatsword. So, Dark Moon Greatsword's the actual weapon's name. But even with that, instead of like a Comet Azure, infinite FP, with the buff setup, like, there's a lot of stuff you can do, and it makes the game easier. So setting personal limits is necessary. And I will admit, I don't yearn for the challenge enough. Like, I don't yearn enough for an extreme challenge to not use the Dark Moon Greatsword, because using a fun weapon is much more interesting than having a harder boss. Like, this weapon's not that fun, but using it so that the generic enemies and the normal non-boss enemies are a little bit more of a challenge is more interesting. And then using the strong weapon against bosses as a little treat to make it easier and to enjoy the fight, because they die real quick, is fun. So, next time, I'll teleport to the West Capital Rampart, but my plan will be to start again from the East Capital and make my way back. But I'm going to position myself in a way that will hopefully remind me of my plan without having to look back at the previous recorded episode just to remember. It's like, if I position myself... Rude. I'm just bad. If I position myself near this dragon, it will probably help me remember what I want to explore. Whoop. Whoop. I still have all the underground to explore. I haven't even gone into the, like, surface level sewer section yet. There's a lot to do. But I want to go back through this section that I'm pretty sure I didn't fully explore yet. I'm certain there's obvious stuff, not even including the sewer stuff, that I missed. Can I drop here? I don't trust that. If this was Dark Souls 3 DLC, I might think I could jump down into, like, ash and not die, but I don't trust it. So I'm going to run back through this area, starting from the shortcut here next time. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.